Welcome, 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 welcome to I Espy with my Shamanic Eye. Gabrielle here. Oh, I like the silliness. That's a good sign. Very goofy energy. Gemini. Okay, moon's in Gemini. Mercurial, but goofy. All right, that's true. Most of the gummy bears that I know have a very silly side, and then the other side is psychotic. No disrespect. Hey. All right, let's start with some love, some joy, a little celebration, a little OMG, because you already know, and always grounded in the truth, because that is what we seek and that is what we present to the best of our ability. Whew. Angels of the highest and greatest good. You already know. Ancestors, personal guard. You already know. Daddy, mommy, let's go. I open myself up to be a channel for the divine, to confirm messages for the divine collective and those who greatly need them. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that jazz. Yo, okay. Somebody's life could be like almost like musical level comedy. Woo. All right, now that I have put some lotion. He puts the lotion on it. I'm telling you, it's Gemini energy. This is fun. All right. Holy Spirit. Yeah. Hey, you guys are doing a great job at shielding yourself from unnecessary and unwarranted spiritual energies being projected towards your psyche. Um, so good job. Keep it up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Oh, oh yeah. You can feel something. Yes, you can. And trust your gut. Trust your gut, baby. It is not misleading you. All right. Passions ignited. Look, like somebody's like trying to extinguish your fire and they cannot. That is the Ace of Wands energy. Look, spiritual union. Somebody wants to disrupt the spiritual union that you're either about to come into or you're already in. Look, this person, they don't want to see you happy with rejoice and celebration in the block position. By the way, this is the psychic tarot slash oracle deck. Yeah. But here's the thing. The more they try to interfere, accelerated motion just came out to boost the passion ignited. And so the more they try to interfere, the more it revs up. Throat chakra, claim that shit. This is someone who's potentially speaking over you, exercising their throat chakra against you. This could be a place of attack also. You know what they be doing. This chakra is right. Oh, excuse me. Fifth chakra, light blue. The sound is hum. Element of sound, thyroid. I speak. So if you've been having any sort of issues, that's the source of the problem. This particular chakra is associated with your creativity, your communication, and your ability of clairaudience, your inner healing. Okay. Like they don't want you to. So the best way of like clearing out any blockages, energy of this energy center rather, is try humming, chanting, singing out loud. It's a great tonic. So using your voice is the best tonic for imbalance in your throat chakra. And so the more you're like, I shouldn't say it. No, say it, say it, say it. It's the time. It's almost like being given to be spiritually brat, a spiritual brat in its high vibrational form. Speak up. And look what just fell out on accelerated motion. Fertility and transformation. Keep doing your mantras, baby. Okay, so I have 3 and 3, and then I have 3, 1, 3 showing up. Okay. All right. The more they try to interfere, the more it pushes in this energy of transformation into your abundant era. It's attracting more to you. Right. The more disruption they try to cause you in your material harvest, and that's some of the negative speaking. They don't have the authority. They don't have the power. I know I ain't granted it. Like, nobody has that authority but my father. You understand? And there's a lesson. See, there's power right there. They don't have the authority to do it. They're deluding themselves. Look, pound chakra. Power is still on the bottom of the deck. I should have just left the book out. Okay, crown chakra. Violet is the color. It can be no sound or can be used. It's the element of thought. It is your pineal gland. And the key words, I know. Right. Like I said, I know they don't have the power nor the authority to try such tomfoolery. It is what it is. I mean, they could try it, but they will never succeed at it. It's not on them. It's on you to believe that nut shit. Don't be believing that. Don't believe the hype. Okay. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the lotus of the 1,000 petaled lotus, and the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. See, it wants you to doubt yourself, ignore your inner voice, and we're not doing none of that. Anyway, it's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, color therapy work best. Do all that shit. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. They don't want you connected. That's what they also passion ignited. They don't want that crown lit up. And you're lit. See, all your chakras are still in alignment. This is that spiritual gang stalking I've been trying to like put y'all D on. Like, they attack everything. It's not as superficial as people believe. No, no, no. It's an ongoing onslaught. There we go. Right. And so because it's spiritual, right, we go as above, so below, so within, so without. And so if you ever see any sort of shifts in your physical world, it's because somebody's doing something spiritual, or you should be doing something spiritual. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't cause the disruption because, again, no power, no authority. Look, you just keep trucking along despite their attempts. Isn't that funny? They ain't laughing now. I mean, it was diligent with patience and planning and the waiting game. And look, it's undeniable this truth that you are cool. You real balanced. Like, shit's good. You're still manifesting, and you have full awareness of their antics. Now look at them. Trapped in fear. Look, the memories of love is when you was mentally conflicted and you didn't know where shit was coming from, and they was able to get over on you fulfillment of wishes, and they were able to see you in this heartache and loss, and now they're bored and discontent because you good. You good. Hope. You never lost hope. Never lost faith. Prosperity begins. Stand your ground. Wisdom. And now that you know, triumph. Universe. Look at that shit. Your connection to the universe is even stronger than it was. Look, you cool with your shadow. It's not a tug of war by any means. But not with partnership and alliance. Positive movement forward. Look, solitude did you good. You got grounded and connected. You got to see exactly who, what, when, where, and why. Didn't you? That's funny. I'm hearing the house all in my house. In my house, and I live here. Look, this was destined, baby. Look, heart chakra. And look, temptation. They thought if they kept trying you and trying you and trying you, that you would fall for their traps, for their tricks. But you constantly look for the lesson with him trying to hold back this enlightenment energy of Saturn. You're, seeking the Father above all things. That's all right. I like when they shaking in their boots. I really do. Yeah, you won. You won. And these people sacrifice all this for nothing. And I mean that. I mean that. All right, let's see what they feeling. It's so funny because I just saw deserved reward and success and growth. So what they're feeling is that one, they know you the shit. Win or lose, they know you the shit. But they feel helpless and hopeless. They learn they should choose their battles better and not let their big ass ego get them in trouble. And they also learn something about willpower. They listening much more intent than they used to about what you have to say. I'll tell you that, whether they are open fans or stalkers in the back. Yeah, look, success and growth. They really know that. They really feel that. But they can feel your success. They can feel your growth. So this person could have some sort of like empathy. Look, throat chakra on the bottom. Now look at them, looking for you. I told you they trying to hear what you got to say. Look, throat chakra, crown chakra. Look, how's right here. Boom, boom. Breath work. Just breathe. It's so funny because it's like you found the light. They can definitely feel your energy. Yeah, and they feel alone. This person is unable to manifest anything. Don't get it twisted. They're going to try to like get close to you and they try to get some advice out you. I see it. Whatever rewards you have coming towards you are so earned, it's not even funny. Somebody going to have to rebuild themselves. Yeah, look at this. Opportunity beckons, dreams coming true. That's y'all. Because we saw fulfillment of wishes and like they saw. Yeah, they gotta let this go. Yeah, they already know they gotta go heal. That's so funny. I'm getting the same messages from both decks, so I'm just gonna pick that up. You have every reason. And I feel like you're not openly sharing your victories, your successes anymore. You know what I mean? Like you're winning, but you're definitely keeping it to yourself. And somebody is suffering in silence, but they patiently planning something, but they mentally conflicted because they know they gotta say something. Look, I feel like your power intimidates the fuck out of this person. Authority, new beginnings, light. Look, sacral chakra, spiritual strength. This I'm telling you, this person reflects because they was doing big things off your energy. Like they were able to tap in before, but not no more. Not with the spiritual strength sitting here. Movement, choices, and decisions. It's like you know everything this person's thinking. Third eye, right there. Like before they make a move, you've already got it covered. They ain't never seen no shit like this. They really, they want to say something, but they scared to say something. Yeah, man. Because then they would have to admit that they were the ones causing you this extreme suffering, or attempting to anyway, trying to bring you down, wanting to see you heartbroken, downtrodden. Yeah. What, baby? It could be a Sag experiencing some serious emotional loss with patience and emotional loss. And we got solitude and base chakra. See, somebody, you could be a Virgo, don't have to be, with solitude and nines, giving very hermit energy. But it's like fundamentally, base chakra, that's somebody's shit. That's their pleasure. That's their pleasure. Like, so the energy for the base chakra, right? Color is red, the sound is lam, the element is earth, adrenal is the gland, I have is the key words. Like, known as the base or root chakra, this energy center is situated at the base of your spine and is most closely related to all of your earthly issues, such as survival, the physical body, issues with money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, practicing yoga can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help you keep the energy flowing and harmonious. Honoring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being on the inside. It works both ways. Absolutely. I feel like this is where they were trying to attack you. They wanted you to feel like, but see, somebody too smart for that. See the book? Somebody too wise for that. Like, man, look, told you the universe. They was like, oh, we can clearly get to them now. Look, firm foundation, balance. Somebody really found they love, they found they balance, they harmony, they peace in this solitude. The best thing they could have did was move on from somebody, or had somebody move on from them. Period, point blank. So somebody's thinking, like, if somebody disappeared on you, or some immature ghosting energy, they thought that was going to have you in a state of emotional loss, discontent, and bored. They were trying to cause you financial and material changes by all this abrupt change and shit. Look, 555. But that's not what happened. Look, you was like, it's cool, moving on, and you understood. You understood what this game was about. Because look, the waiting game and double eights. Now look, trapped in fear, emotional withdrawal. You good over there? Mm. Somebody misread the room, didn't they? So what they're realizing is that they sacrificed this connection, trying to make you suffer, thinking the solitude and the silence was going to drive you up a wall. But realistically, all it did was help you recognize what it is you truly deserve, and help you come up with some sort of plan, some sort of strategy for you and what you got going on. And look, feel like you said that somebody told somebody the best thing that ever happened was you moving on because my life got better. Look, material and spiritual prosperity. Look, rest and rejuvenate. Look, looking back, this person wasn't nothing more than an obstacle and or a challenge to your peace. Look at this. Prosperity begins. Hope. Right. They thought you'd be looking good. Nah, that's not what happened. That's really not what happened, is it? He was like, ooh, it's nice in here. It's all quiet. It's all chill. My aesthetic. Inside, outside, everything's amazing. Yeah, you might have had to do some different things, movement choices, decisions, but you know what? The world opened up. Like, absolutely opened up to you. Look, harmony, solar plexus energy, spiritual strength. Right. That gut feeling, boy, it got stronger, didn't it? Hold on. Right. Solar plexus, yellow. Ram is the sound, element of fire. Again, adrenal glands. I can. Right. Somebody really just showed you what you were made of, what you could do, what, you know what I mean? Like, it brought out that gumption in you, didn't it? Solar plexus chakra is located between the navel and just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. Perfect timing for that big Leo time, like season, right? The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, your inner feeling, that good feeling, right? Which is the major psychic reception area. To balance this chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, movement, breath work with color. So wear yellow, surround yourself with yellow, eat a bunch of yellow, you know, all that stuff. Right. Be aware of people who drain your energy. And that's what the hell it was. You recognize that somebody wasn't nothing more than an energy drain. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. That's right. Like some good motivational, you're the shit. Look, you're a winner. Triumph. Look. People special, ain't they? That's all they did. You now you looking at this like you got to get up out of here. I feel you. Look, now that you don't pull back your emotions from people, you clear as a bell. Look, new beginnings, clear as a month. Look, foundations and achievements. Look, fertility. The whole world is available, right? Choose wisely. Triumphant success. Transformation. You are unrecognizable. I feel. Look. Rejoice in celebration, and there's accelerated motion. Baby. 8-8 portal did so good. Alright. Oh, yeah. Four of Swords, Queen of Cups. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody was like trying to take that from you. Like they were really Magician, Two of Pentacles. They were really alchemizing your energy, keeping you in this state of back and forth, like a lack of stability. Right. They was working real hard with that energy. Affecting your money, your health, your sixth house. Yeah, they were pulling a lot of energy from your sixth house. Yeah. Like a full-scale attack. Because you are naturally Queen of Pentacles energy. You don't have to be an earth sign, but you have earthly magnetism, so you're very abundant naturally. Tell me about your Nine of Pentacles. Now you single, sexy, self-sufficient. Ooh, successful. And somebody in the Five of fucking Pentacles. Look at this shit. Like somebody really wanted you to experience financial loss, lack mindset, isolation, worry, need, poverty, insecurity. I told you that. They wanted, that's the attack they were doing on this solar plexus. So like say for instance somebody has a chakra board or something like that. And so somebody was looking up the energies associated and then pulling cards, like baneful cards, to place in those chakra areas associated with you. It's very intentional but very basic shit. But it's the energy being like projected at it. Wanting you to sacrifice everything that you are because you're trapped in fear to be without this person. I feel like this is somebody ex or your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, your brother, whoever's codependent on you, whoever you were sharing your life with in whatever capacity. Look, see, Ace of Wands, it's that connection to source. I feel like everybody had their hand in this cookie jar. Anybody who recognized what that spark, what that light was. Right, while they prospered and gained new opportunities and endeavors based off of your energy. I feel like for most of you, it's somebody that you were being intimate with. And listen, you went through a massive spiritual awakening with Judgment being here. You made a final decision, and look at you go. Yeah, again, the energy of some Eight of Swords. Somebody definitely is trapped in fear. Like, oh my gosh. But again, this makes me feel like this was the mental magic that somebody was doing. with the negative thoughts, the self-imposed restriction, but it's not really self-imposed because it's this fucking appendage that you was dragging around with you, making you feel some sort of way before some sort of energy transference with a lack mindset. Right, now look at you. You've healed. You've absolutely healed from whatever this is. Mentally, spiritually, all of it. Yeah. Six of Swords. The moment you left that situation behind, it all fell apart. And you started pouring into yourself. And this person saw all their manifestations dry up completely. Because they were unable to be around you to keep up this work. Because it's not one and done. It takes presence. It takes being around you, communicating with you in some capacity. All these swords is down. Like, you don't talk to these people no more. You might send a random text. Even this person trying to peer into your life using like crystal balls and shit isn't accepted. Speaking of which, let me uncover mine. My spiritual Carfax is clean. So, huh. All they're able to see is that you're in this Ten of Cups energy. And that everything they're picking up on is from the past. And when you walked away, you took your spiritual protection with you. And now this person, they're coming to this realization that they've been attacking themselves. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords with this Black Arts card. Right. Because again, respectfully, you don't have the power or authority. You just don't. And no matter which way they try it, they're being met with the same calculated callousness. Energy is being returned, it is being matched. They think they're being sneaky, but they really hurting themselves. And because they can't be a part of your Ten of Pentacles, they would rather see it come to a halt. But that's impossible. Who's the man? Come round. Nothing can bring me down. Right, and everybody they collaborated with is getting karma. Three of Pentacles, Justice. Why they see you win. And I mean, there's so much attention and recognition coming in and opportunity. It's wild. The tables are turning. Like, you truly are on a brand new cycle. Your life is in an upswing, is what I'm getting. Right. That's why they brought up that song. Right. Brand new cycle. And when I tell you, you got some brand new angelic protection. It is what it is. Yes, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, single self, sexy, self-sufficient, independent, getting everything they ever wanted. Meanwhile, these people got to stand out over there on the other side, and you get to watch them get their karma, although I don't think you're interested. And they're going to have to pay you back everything. I mean that shit, because look, we're right back there. But winning, watching you win is their biggest thing. Like, they don't want you to succeed in any area of your life. And so to see it happen and for you to get this public recognition, because it is public recognition, it could be internet fame with the world into the tower and the Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Right. This is, look, I feel like, and they've been dreaming about you getting together with your real person, and they won't be able to ignore it. Like, this hate that they have in their heart, it's going to eat them up inside. This person's been so obsessed with you for so long, you know, and how they perceive your life to begin with. Yeah, it's going to cost them everything. Because look, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. I feel like these people have tried everything and nothing works. It's all being blocked. Some of y'all, I'm seeing Seven of Wands Hierophant. You are definitely being protected by the higher ups. The higher ups. All of them. I told you that shit is the same. Whether, you know, in spirit and on earth. It ain't nothing to play with. Keep your sorries. As we like to say around these parts, all is already forgiven. Don't need your apology. You can move along. Closure is something we give ourselves. We never hold out for someone to do the right thing. We move forward. We note what kind of human being, you know, they may be, but we note the demon in that skin suit, but we keep it pushing. Like I said, you can keep that apology. Nobody wants it. People are really good in their lives. They've rebuilt without you. Like really, really good. Really, really, really good. You're the only energy out here in this low vibrational devil energy at the bottom of the wheel and shit, still in and out, unstable. You know what I mean? It's not different tiers, different levels. Y'all not even in the same spiritual zip code. And you don't talk to peasants. Because I just seen it. Look, the Queen of Swords to the Empress, Nine of Wands. See what I mean? You are being protected. See that King of Wands energy? Like you being protected. There's a powerful force field around you. Told you, y'all don't live in the same spiritual zip code no more. Somebody gotta take this remedial class in spiritual school. They failed. Yeah, see, look, they stuck in the same loop while you over here in this full new beginnings. Life is amazing. They stuck. And it would just be a hangman thing if you decided to entertain it. I don't think you entertain it though. You already know this person in a bad way. But you already know this person's a liar, a cheat, a thief, a manipulator, a con, a fraud, a selfish mother. They're already a backstabber, a betrayer, somebody who doesn't take responsibility or accountability for their actions. This is somebody who will run like it wasn't me. Will watch you do it. Like you'll see this person do what they do and still lie straight to your face. It's one of them. Right. And you know if this person come anywhere near you, it won't be to do nothing good. It'll be just to try to keep the same conjure work going. Look. This could be a Gemini somebody dealing with. But they not doing well. Yeah. I told y'all not in the same spiritual zip code. I cannot. So I don't know who they fighting. Like I said, I don't know who they fighting, but they keep having dreams of you and your soulmate coming together. It's like a nightmare, really. Nine of Swords. And somebody funny, they said, I wish they sketched them so I know what they look like. Yo, that's so funny. This person be watching, trying to see if you dating somebody. They be on different platforms, like trying to see if your picture up there, unbeknownst to you. This is definitely somebody from your past. You do not talk to this person. If you found out who this individual is, like from your past, is doing all of this, you would be like godsmacked. Like what? Like it would be the dumbest thing you ever heard because you this is like somebody from a month of Sundays ago. Yeah. Something casual. You might have entertained this person once, twice, but Knight of Wands here. Yeah, but somebody fell in love. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Nah, it's that abundant ass energy. See, you let them find out how many licks it take, huh? Look, Ten of Pentacles. But I also feel more than anything, This person could have got a reading. Somebody could have told them, you know, who you could have been to them potentially. But this feels like a comeuppance. If this person would have like attached themselves to you, they would have been very, very abundant. I feel like that's what the fortune teller told them. But too late. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This might have been when you was outside for a minute, like for a hot second. Queen of Wands to the Justice. You figured that shit out real quick. Right. There's somebody, I mean, when I say a little bit of attention, I mean that shit. This person could have been argumentative. Could have had some sort of victim mentality. Five of Wands, Eight of Swords. Right. This person's energy was too heavy for you. But I also feel like they could have tried to move quick. Ten of Wands to the Hierophant energy. Trying to rush into some Ten of Cups. Right. If somebody, listen, if you just met somebody, right? Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, right? I feel like this is why you cut this person off. And all of a sudden they madly in love and they want to, you know, start a family. You're like, You was like, I know this energy. Devil. You blocked that ass. Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords. Like when I say you cut Queen of Swords, like you saw somebody clear as day, blocked. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm really good on you. Again, it's that energy of somebody. It's the recognition of the light. But it's this person, that Five of Pentacles energy, that lack mindset. Not to mention, it, there could have been a health scare. Five of Pentacles, Star, World. Yeah. Look, when I say there's numerous reasons for Pentacles for you have held back from this person, like you was not taking it any further. I feel like somebody used that opportunity to get gone. They went and seen their doctor to see if something was passed on. They got good news and moved the fuck on. Woo! And I feel like somebody been stuck in their head this whole time. However long it's been. Lovers, right. Wow. Did somebody really fumble they kingdom spouse because they wasn't finished with being outside? Mm. Mm-mm. This person might reach back out to you. I'm just telling you now. I don't think, I just saw the Four of Cups. I don't think you're interested. Look. See? Seven of Swords. This person, look, they still the same person. It's this energy down here. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. That's what's urging them to come back towards you. It's not based off of anything real. It's something they got up their sleeve. Yeah. This person and their... Listen, they could already have a lover somewhere and they both sitting there stalking you, watching you. Yeah, listen, I'm just giving you background. They won't get near you because I'm looking at, look, they have been blocked and stopped by the divine. You over here, strength fool. You've already graduated from that level and they got to deal with that shit. Don't just confirm it because I feel somebody trying to pull on the energy and it's not working. This is definitely some fly by night person. You know what I mean? Like, Ten of Swords, yeah. You would never. Yeah, this person was sent in as an op, and you know that. Or that's how you feel. Ace of Swords. Energy don't lie. I feel like some of y'all got this vibe where the truth just kind of slip out of people. You know what I mean? They can be plotting or saying, involved with something stupid and nefarious, and they can't help but say it, even if they try to be playful with it, like thinking you won't peep it, the whole time. Like, they're like, well, I did tell you, ha ha ha. Real goofball energy. Nah. Like somebody gonna be like, yeah, I want your light, and I'm gonna cause all these disruptions in your life, and you like you supposed to ignore that truth when they tell you. Move on. Yeah. Interacting with this person is gonna destroy your life. You like, nah, see awareness, see? All right, Holy Spirit. What other message do you have for the collective? Oh, let's see, look, spiritual union. Let's see. Oh, harmony. That's the lovers, by the way. Firm foundation. Wow. That's beautiful. So, guys, there is a spiritual union, a spiritual union that will be very, very harmonious and built on a very strong foundation. This is a fulfillment of wishes because you stood your ground, and I feel like you was preserving that sacral energy, rest and rejuvenation, because you were waiting on the real McCoy, so to speak. Love begins. That's the Ace of Cups, and there's destiny. So you just worked on your material harvest, planted that seed of hope, and here they come. Look, prosperity begins, fertility. This makes me feel like I could be talking to a masculine who has like grown up, if you will. You know what I mean? Yeah, they found their balance. Look, the waiting game, patience and planning. This person in that time, I feel like there was a recognition of what was really missing in their life. Like, you can have sexual gratification. It doesn't mean you have intimacy. You know what I mean? I feel like with emotional loss here, that's what this person was craving. Someone to care for their heart space, not just their Johnson. Triumph. Right. Right. Deception and envy. I feel like this person had a come to Jesus moment that they really were lying to themselves and they did envy those sorts of relationships. Yeah. This is jackpot energy with 7-Eleven. It's making me feel like someone's going to feel like they hit the lottery. Like it took a long time for this individual to actually have this come to Jesus moment. Yeah, I feel like they was a real heartbreaker. 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. I do feel like growing up with this 3 of Swords showing up and with the Hierophant right here, that this is a primary reason why they rejected traditional relationships. They could have saw something very, very toxic, especially from their father. Look, it's a young, when this person was a young boy, Page of Wands, they definitely saw very, very toxic behavior from their dad. Could have been volatile, very abusive energy. And this person, they didn't want that for themselves. So they rejected love. And they focused more so on dating with those 3 of Cups and just keeping it cute, keeping it casual, if you will. But again, they still ended up being somewhat like their dad. You know what I mean? You got to deal with the karma. You can't run from it. You got to face it. You got to be a better version. You know what I mean? Suffocating it won't help. The lesson will come back around your children or something weird. Just fix it, right? This person's scared. Look, 9 of Swords. But I feel like they had this epiphany with the sun here, this aha, right? 2 of Cups. Like they really do want that family, that united love, that someone to give and receive with. But this is taking some time. Look, 6 of Pentacles, there's strength, there is justice. This person is finally ready for a wife opposed to someone who just looks good and fills a role. Queen of Wands energy, right? And there's the Empress. There's the Emperor. Like this person wants a healthy relationship. And I don't feel like the mother was innocent in this. Because people have to allow, right? Whoever you are, divine feminine, who's helped this person shift their mindset, right? With this spiritual awakening, your light caused this transformation in this person. You're an opportunity, the real McCoy, Ace of Pentacles, that this King of Wands masculine did not want to miss out on. And I mean that. 5 of Pentacles. So you really did trigger this person's healing. 9 of Wands, right? to help them deal with their abandonment issues, their scarcity, their lack, their mommy and daddy issues. You know what I mean? Moving from pillar to post, the trauma, the PTSD. Like, you help this person heal. Star, Six of Swords. But this was destined to happen. Wheel of Fortune, Moon, Temperance. See? This person's been doing a lot of healing in the background, unbeknownst to you. You planted a very firm seed. You showed up as the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. There's the Page of Wands. You planted a very, very firm seed. Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords. You planted a seed that helped this person start to dream, helped them to fantasize in a positive way that it was possible. Like, whatever you said to this person, it struck a chord very deep. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, and I've got the chills. King of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Like, this person's ready to marry you. Not even joking. I don't... World, Two of Swords, Ace of Wands. When I say judgment, you caused a ripple. A ripple. Wow. You help this person change their whole view on love. That it could be something positive and something beautiful, and that you don't have to be in that same repetitive cycle. Like, yeah, this person saw a lot of coming and going in the family home. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands, not to mention arguing, quarreling, fighting, all that. You know, a lot of sadness, depression, a lot of alcoholism, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, just a lot of shit. And I mean, it's been a long time that, and Seven of Pentacles to the Hangman, like, this person's been chasing money for the longest time. Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, they got the bag situated, but they heart, boy, you caused a whole transformation. Now this person is like on that same energy that they were dedicated to, you know, when they were on their grind, their hustle, establishing themselves in this pursuit of love and happiness, of a soulmate. Like, King of Swords, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. This person is actively looking for someone to spend the rest of their life with. Quite literally. But now they know they actually could, that it's possible. High Priestess, yeah, I know, baby. They're grateful in a lot of ways. Because, boy, I don't even think you know this person. For real, for real. I feel like both y'all, you know, you could be watching tarot. The person who inspired them and planted this seed, you know, you know, showed up as this divine feminine energy, but you watch tarot. So, you know what I mean? I'm confirming something for you. But I also feel like there's a level of spiritual awakening within this person. But I will say there is a recognition of that you're their person 100%, because no one else has been able to shift their gears in such a way. By the way, this is the Chariot. Of course, that's justice. And then look, justice is on the bottom right there. It's meant to happen. Like, boy, because you truly deserve someone who's going to cherish and value you. You know what I mean? And at this point, the best is a reformed, you know, God-fearing, repentant man, obedient man. Because that's really what I'm getting from this. Someone who takes on the mantle of their own responsibilities, and they're accountable for their actions. Yeah, they're moving fast. I mean, it's very ambitious, driven to succeed. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I do feel like the spiritual union was more so within. This healing had to happen within. They had to fix themselves. Yeah, man. something really bad. Like, I don't want to get into it, but the father wound is deep. It's really deep because I cut the deck to the emperor. Yeah, it's deep. I really get volatile behavior. Like, somebody was a little too handsy. I feel like there will be so much to celebrate. I feel like this person, you might interact with them like randomly at some sort of like community event. I don't know, for somebody, I got like a take back the night sort of thing after some sort of oh, son, that's a yes. Um, you gonna know that when you see them, you gonna know when you see this person immediately that they've gone through some massive transformation. Like, the aura is gonna be bright. It's going to be huge. Yeah, this is some sort of event after some sort of, I feel like, pew pew violence in the community. That's why I was like, something about Take Back the Night. Yeah, you could be in that sort of activist role already, with the Three of Pentacles coming out, with the Three of Cups here, and then with the Death card showing up. Right, you could do something like grief counseling, Five of Cups with the Death card. Right. You might be called literally to come to this event, like spirit type thing. And you may not want to go, but you should go. Yeah. Or maybe even if you've been wanting to get involved in something like that, some sort of social justice, you should. You really should. Because it's going to lead you to a very interesting place. Or the two of you, right, when you come together with firm foundation and balance, this could be something that you both get into. Maybe these are passion projects that you share together. This could be a nonprofit for some of you that you start up, that is, taking on some of these challenges on a grassroots level. Yeah. Judgment, Sun card. Yeah, there's something like, I really feel like politically that you feel very strongly about, that you want to bring a lot of awareness to. Yes, look at this. Right. People are like, they lie. They lie. And especially pertaining to the kids and the youth, young adults, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, absolutely. You two are going to come together on this passion project. I like that a lot. Again, this firm foundation, right? Being in support of the same cause actively is huge. Neat. Anything else about this? Someone is lurking in the background, watching, waiting, plotting, planning to see what blessings of abundance that is coming in, so they can, in essence, distract you from that opportunity. I think you need to reevaluate whoever I'm talking to. You're either born 97, 79, 74. I highly doubt 47 or 49. But you could be 47 or you could be 49 years old. Yeah. Somebody wants to disrupt another person's peace. Trying to find out information on your progress. Look, 444. Angelic protection is here. You see double sevens, right? All right. Punk's about to get beat down. It ain't nothing but a beat down. Okay? This is some sort of Queen of Cups type energy, maternal figure, someone who is hell-bent on domination and control, with the Four of Pentacles showing itself, okay? Right. This is somebody who'll come around trying to fish for information, but also this is someone you used to help out a great deal. Somebody who actually, they could just want to be needed. You are being protected though. Knight of Pentacles. That it's really just want to slow you down, but you're protected. Right. King of Cups. Just maintain, you know, the energy and high vibrational frequency that you are. Exactly. Trust your intuition on this. But I just told you the truth, okay? Mm-hmm. They're not able to peer into your life anymore to see what you have coming in. So whatever type of water divination this person likes to practice, you are being protected from. The King of Cups, High Priestess, Seven of Cups, that's all three water signs right there. So no, Cancerian, Scorpio, and this is a cusp between Pisces and Aquarius in this deck. So no, no, no. And then look, Six of Cups. Like, they really be trying too. You really be trying. But whatever they're seeing, it's not true. Seven of Swords. This is definitely a liar, a thief, a con. This is somebody who's very strategic, very skilled in the art of deception. This is someone who's already caused you some sort of emotional betrayal, caused you some sort of pain or some sort of loss of opportunity by peering into something in your wheel of fortune. Your natal chart is what I'm seeing, or some sort of descent alignment. I think it's probably before you woke up. Yeah, that they were trying to alchemize, transmute that energy to work for them, some sort of portal energy. Two of Wands, Temperance. But now that you hit to the game, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, no thank you. Chariot again. So that energy, I told you who it was, it's Queen of Pentacles, right? Has to go somewhere. It's going back to them because you've already ascended through this. So this person could get really, really ill. Again, I told you you ascended through this fool. Like, I'm not strength. Yeah, I feel for them. Because they planted a really nasty seed that was supposed to cause you some grief, some loss, some crying over spilled milk. They're trying to cause you another a missed opportunity, but that's not what happened. I'm telling you, somebody got strength card, Six of Pentacles, beat the brakes off of them. Sure did. Karma was right there. See balance? Right there. Eight of Swords. Yeah, look. They so jealous that you single, sexy, self-sufficient. Not to mention, you really get a lot of attention in the Knight of Wands. Nobody wants attention from the Knight of Wands. Nobody high vibrational wants attention from the Knight of Wands. But you're free. More than anything, you're fucking free, unencumbered. You can do what you want, when you want, how you want. Right. You work for yourself. Your work allows you this freedom. I feel like you learned a vital lesson about what your freedom means to you. Your ability to move about, to not be beholden to anybody. I'm talking to my entrepreneurs and self-starters right now. For shizzle. So, you learned that early. Five of Swords, you was like, nah. And I feel like by any means necessary, you're going to maintain this independence. Like, you know how to move on, move around. You know how to go out and find the bag. Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yes, you know how to make it work for you. You ain't ever stuck. People want to work with you. They want to collaborate with you. Empress. See? Look, 333. I want it. I got it. Dripping like water. All right. Keep playing. So we got 444, 555, 333. All right. All right. Got funny. They're like, nah, you got 777 now. 777. That's so funny. I know I've seen enough eights. Anyway, we see in triple digits. That's just another confirmation of the path of ascension. Okay? Right, that you on a whole new level, an untouchable level. But they newsy. They ass gonna be laid to rest real soon. I see Four of Swords, caskets open. So it makes me feel like somebody could have been doing some sort of coffin spells and things like that. I can't tell y'all, but I will say I have. Uh, mm, how do I even say it without saying it? Um, you all gotta create your own wards. You understand? You gotta create your own wards. You gotta keep them going. So all I'm gonna say about that. Yup, yup. Just saying. Yeah, they ain't regret though. That karma kicking ass. Child, I said protect yourself. I ain't say the hex nobody. I said a ward, right? All right. That guards you from other people's bullshit ass intentions. I ain't say nah. Nah. We not doing that. You create your own, put your own energy, your own essence into it. My way's my way. Don't work for you. Listen to your guides. They talk to you. Listen to them. Listen to your ancestors. They talk to you. They'll lead you to what you need to know. But you know, you got to pick your head up from your phone. You got to turn, tune out the noise to tap in. Huh? I also see two people trying to put their heads together to use some sort of like basin or bowl to try to see what you got coming in. I feel like this is actually somebody who has um this could be a sibling or something like that, but they have a psychic connection already. And this is the reason why they're tempted to use the two minds to peer in. They're trying to bypass your protection. Baby, look, I cut the deck right back to it. Look, justice, hierophant. Look, I feel like these people are going to really like pop a gasket. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, trying to peer into you. Look, Judgment, and there's that basin. Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, that energy gonna beam right back to them. Ding! I feel like it's gonna short circuit somebody's third eye. Holy shit! Wow. It's so funny because it's like I'm really getting like these are psychic siblings. Like I'm getting a male, like fraternal twins, really. Um, but they work together, energetically speaking, and the one can sense that the other isn't being authentic about why they want to do this, why they want to see so bad into what you have going on. That deception is going to cost them their gifts. Because I feel like, look. Magician, Five of Swords. Oh. And somebody don't want to wait either. This is interesting. It's like one petitioned the other to help them, right? Knight of Cups, please help me. I can't do this by myself. Two of Pentacles, back and forth, back and forth. Right, this person's like, I've been trying, but it's not stable. The connection, I can't really see. Page of Pentacles. I really want to know what this person got going on. Da 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 da. They're giving them some bullshit sob story like this is my ex, you know what I mean? I want him back. Da, 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 da. It's bullshit, and they know it's bullshit. But we family, da, 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 and they know better. It's something in the energy. Like they knew this. They knew they was coming to them to ask them this. Like they got their own sort of download about the scenario, about their sibling coming to them to do this work. I want to see what's going on with this person. I want them back. Blah 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 blah. Star energy, right? They're like, if we both do it, it'll get clearer. We'll have a stronger effect. But the one twin, their discernment is on. They like, nah, something not right. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Lovers. They know it's something beyond just them being curious about the person they're interested in. Look, Hermit, Seven of Pentacles. They know, and they know they should say no. Four of Cups. Move on. No, no, no. It's deeper than that, and they know it, but they can't put their finger on it. They know they shouldn't do it. If they knew what they were about to sacrifice, right? Look, King of Cups, High Priestess. Again, the brother is psychic too. But the sister is the one who's like, I don't know if we should do this, blah, blah, blah. The brother's willing to sacrifice their whole line of gifts. King of Swords, Hangman, to do this shit. Look, Dark Practitioner. But it's like they're like trying to push out this energy, like we're so in love, da 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 da. I want this person back, but it's not that, and they know it. They know it. They know it. It's more like obsession, but it's nothing good. This person likes utilizing your energy to manifest. That's the only reason why they want you back. They want to fuck you so they could find their fortune again. Sis, if you listening, you shouldn't do it. Your brother a piece of shit. And you know he a piece of shit. You done caught him in lies and deception before. Like, you connected, you gonna get the same blowback that they gonna get. I don't know if you really want that. It's a huge risk. Hangman, Death, Seven of Wands, and nothing can stop this. Okay? Alright. Your brother's power hungry. That's all it comes down to. Ace of Wands, Emperor. They want the abundance and the blessings. They want to tap into a divine feminine so they can put on Emperor clothing again without doing the work. You want to be on the bottom of that wheel with your brother if you do this. Alright. Do one more, then I'm done. I'm looking at 808. I don't know if you want to do it. Like, seriously. Choose wisely. Okay. Can I get new energy, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Stand your ground. So whatever decision you have made, stick to it. Stick to it. I could be talking to somebody who was born in the year 1972 or somebody who's 27 years old. Yeah, sacral energies. This could be about somebody you don't want to deal with no more. Yeah, you said you want a new beginning, stick to it. Look, crown chakra, temptation, heartache, and loss. If you sign up for this again, that's all you're going to get. And you already know that. You already know that. This person may try to use their sexual prowess to entice you. You're going to have to be real firm with this person with throat chakra, a firm foundation about you moving on. Yeah, look. Look how 7-2 and then 2-7. Well, let me look that up real quick. Carry significant spiritual meaning and guidance. Spiritual growth towards your journey and your awakening and balancing. Encourage you to trust your path. Again, whatever choice and decision you made, stick to it. Personal development emphasizes the importance of personal growth and self-discovery, urging you to embrace changes in your life. Double confirmation. It's seen as a message from your guardian angels, reminding you to stay positive and focus on your goals. Okay, in relationships, in the context of love, it encourages harmony and understanding in relationships, promoting compassion and support. Okay, overall, seeing this is a reminder to align with your higher self and pursue your spiritual mission. And so, if that's what you've had to do, put some distance between you and other people, whatever it is, to pursue, your mission, right? You said, okay, you told the universe, you ready, right? You chose this path, and so a lot of things gotta come to an end. There's gonna be some towers as you set on this new journey towards your spiritual mission, and some of you could just be a little nervous about having to set out, but I feel like you're gonna get the energy boost you need. But for others, this is dealing with somebody who is not a part of your future, and maybe right now you are reconsidering, or that energy from this person is trying to get you to reconsider your decision to move forward. Again, they want you to remember this temptation energy, which is the devil, and this heartache and loss. And so I'm getting third parties, you know what I mean, outside interference, low vibrational energies and behaviors. Right. Somebody, look, you might just gotta do some more shadow work, trapped in fear, okay? But you're gonna be fine. Look, positive movement forward. You're making the right choice. Mental conflict, okay? Don't be conflicted. That's not you. Moving on, truthfully, is the right decision. It is. Whatever you're thinking, right? It's gonna work out real soon. I saw reward and recognition, and so you don't have to fret. But I do see patience and planning and the waiting game. Okay. So whatever it is, that's what you're doing, right? You're patiently planning your moves in your trajectory, whatever they may be. Okay, that's all right. Don't be scared now. The divine got you. Seven of Pentacles, save your money. Ace of Swords. Okay, plan, plan. It'll happen sooner than you think. Just come up with some sort of plan. Be creative about it too. Right. Trust the divine. Hierophant. For some of you, it's a decision to change industries. Could be to change jobs. It could be to pick up new traditions. It could be to do all sorts of things. But whatever choice you have made, it is awesome for you. It really, really is. And with the sacral energy, it's making me feel like this could be a thing about scarcity. Do I have what it takes? Of course you do, especially if you're stepping into a new environment. Excuse me. Sacral is I want. The universe is like, say what you want and we're going to make it happen, Captain. Just say it. Don't worry about nothing else. Say it. Look, we going to make it happen. What do you want? Look, Moon, Chariot, King, Queen of Cups. So this is an emotional thing. You got to tap into your emotions for this exercise, okay? Say it with meaning and feeling and watch that shit materialize in front of you. Right. For some of you, if you're going to med school, congratulations. And we're at 72 minutes. That's so funny. I wholeheartedly support that. You should pursue that. Whatever this is, it's not a new idea. It's something that you've been mulling over. And so, again, because the Page of Swords came out in the block position. And so I don't feel like this is new to you. I feel like you pursuing it full time may be new to you. Whatever it is. Yeah, look, strength. You can do it. You really have the willpower to succeed. You truly do. Like, don't be afraid. Like, you really are meant to be in whatever position, whatever direction, whatever this choice is, it's going to be so prosperous for you. Don't lead by fear. You're fine. I know easier said than done on the other side of a screen, but I'm just confirming. The divine believes in you. You should believe in you too. I feel like you will regret if you don't, but I also feel like some of you haven't done a lick of research in this direction whatsoever, and you need to get moving on that because the window is here. Look. Don't miss your opportunity. But I feel like, that's what the haters be wanting. They want you to miss your opportunity. And as I say that, look for devil. Look. See, they want you the way it used to be, where you're confused and I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, is there any choices? No. Look. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. See what I mean? No matter what, and I see the Sun card. My God, look. You're built for this. I got chills. You're built for this. Whatever it is, you're built for it. You got it. And you got a friend in me. The line said I got you. You already know that. So just write down what you want, how you want to move around or whatever this is pertaining to you, and do that shit. Look, because they're going to make sure by any means necessary it happen. Five of Swords, Magician, Eight of Wands. Look, by any means, they're going to make sure. They're going to move every obstacle and challenge out your motherfucking way. They issuing towers of it. Look, because you were meant to succeed. And the only thing that holds you back is you not dreaming big enough. You not having enough seeds to plant. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Just, Ace of Swords to the Hierophant. I'm just relaying a message, okay? It's like that tough love. When your big brother, your big sister sits you down, you be like, damn, why's mom and dad so... And they be like, yo, bro, they really love you. They really do. They just want you to make good choices and they want you to succeed and they yeah, it's like that. It really is just like that. It's see, Knight of Cups. That's all. It's your auntie, it's big brother. Well, I'm not your big brother, but anyway, it's your big sister type energy. Right. See? Just start thinking. Start marinating. Start like daydreaming and shit. Wishing on stars. Like, come on. Come up with some sort of plan or strategy. All right, I'm going to leave it here, guys. I love you. I hope this helped you. Be well. Okay? Be safe. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Spiritual guru out. Bye.